Good afternoon and a warm welcome, dear parents, students, and teachers. Thank you for making time to be here today. Our grade 10 students have adapted with commendable resilience to the surreal reality of what the last 2 years have been, with interruptions and changes to learning styles, formats, and structures at every turn. They worked hard today to demonstrate and develop practical, technical, all kinds of skills. And as their teachers, we are proud of them. We, the arts team, Nischit, Aisha, Vineet, Neil, Karan, and myself, welcome you to this Arts Extravaganza 2022. Have a wonderful time and enjoy the performance. I now hand over to my music students who will start the music showcase. After that, they'll be followed by the visual arts exhibition for half an hour, and thereafter, the theatre students will perform their plays. At the end of the whole show, we invite you to come and join us in the cafeteria below and join us in a high tea. Okay? Thank you.
Someone once said, the earth has music for those who listen. Luckily for us, some people listen. Our unit is art inspired by nature. The title doesn't leave much to the imagination, it's literally just art inspired by nature. So, why did we choose this unit then? Well, since the dawn of our species, humans have looked for inspiration in various places. The airplane, the submarine, bullet train, sonar, Velcro, architecture, all the results of humans trying to replicate what the natural world already had. So these are the concepts of the unit. In short, these concepts are the lenses through which we explore the unit. We each looked at our own interpretation of what we consider aesthetically beautiful in nature from our personal context. Now on to Vishal for the research process. Establishing a connect with nature and its importance in music. On to understand how artists represented nature through musical skills. This led us to investigate different genres and styles of music we were interested in and the musical techniques and skills used by other artists. Lastly, we analyzed, interpreted, and critiqued the work. We forward this knowledge to the next creation task where we made our own. Ara will now be talking about the creation task.
Creating an artistic intention is one of the most important things we do in our journey in music over the years. It's a skill that involves us creating a mature, thoughtful intention for what we wish to achieve. With that intention, we address our interests, how we would develop, explore new ideas, how we would decide upon which genres to our final piece, and how we would connect everything to the concept of the unit itself. Not easier to create a piece that fits in with the requirements of the unit while allowing us as art students to express ourselves creatively. Without it, we probably do whatever we felt like doing, so there's that also to be considered.
You've heard about what we've done throughout the evening, but what happens after the whole learning journey gets over? Well, there's reflection, of course. So this unit has taught us all to find like a deeper appreciation for nature and create a distinctive style as artists. Most importantly, I think it's taught us the value of sleep and how to function on 2 hours of it. So yeah. And from the dawn of time, nature has been the first place to draw inspiration from as musicians. Not only because of its ocean storms, gentle waves, and sandy winds. And the feel of all creation from these visuals, the sound, textures, and thoughts that they evoked and put this into our pieces. But how we did this was different from person to person, as you. This showed us that there was more than one way to connect with and integrate nature into our artistic. However, a journey is only complete when we see our takeaway from it. comes in the form of self-critique, comparing our compositions with the pieces that we analyze during the research process. Through this, we can better understand our strengths and weaknesses as musicians. We use compositional devices and performance techniques to realize an artistic intent. In light of this, we request you to leave feedback for our performance, as this will greatly help in the past life of the portfolio unit. Now, over to Soham for the first performance of the
So this is my artistic intention. I've composed and will perform a piece based around the elements of water. I want to show both sides of the coin. What I mean by this is that there are two different modes of water. One is gentle waves at the beach that you might have seen, and the other is storms or tsunamis. I'm going to show both the turbulent and the serene side of water in my piece.
feedback form. So if you could take a moment to scan it and fill it, it would be much appreciated. Hopefully you're all done with filling up the form, but um, my artistic intention is to create a piece that connects a changing sense of self and a lack of identity to the constantly changing ocean, and portrays a search for identity and a solid self as a voyage across the ocean of consciousness. And it's a pop ballad. shores, pick up the shells of gold. You left behind in the beautiful. Like sea glass, it changes each time you take a peek. Built up and perfect, it's all fantasy. Wishing and longing for the universe I need. Remember when I said I'd sure. These waves come my way. Story of me. You and me. Oh, me was somebody to know. Don't even say get up and go back. And even if it takes strong. Tiny shores from jagged waves carry you reach one day. You'll know the way.
Please explain other things. So my artistic intention is to compose an instrumental piece in contemporary classical style of music that portrays the journey of a thunderstorm to capture the beauty and majesty of nature with an underlying message that life is full of storms and chaos, but eventually they subside and serenity is restored. Through the dramatic nature of my piece, I hope to invoke a surge of emotion and eventually having a therapeutic effect. I hope you enjoy.
I request you all to fill Vishal's feedback form. This will take 2 minutes. So I'm going to proceed with my artistic intention now. So in my piece, I'm trying to bring out the duality of the element of water and how it can have a varying intensity, because this quality can broadly be applied to life as well. Just as water is perceived as both as a calm and gentle force, and conversely, life itself has good times and bad times, and that is something that I thought was pretty important. The mood of the song will be one of melancholy and nostalgia, and the piece is composed by keeping the genres of post-rock and post-metal in mind. Thank you.
Okay, music students, come and take a bow. We're very happy. Audience represent Soham, Manwala, Arav Krishnan, Aditi, Magesh, and Vishal Arun. Well done, guys. After this performance, we will ask you to please join us at the art area outside to have a viewing of the art students, visual art students exhibition, followed by the theatre performance. Please join us.
Audio. Oh,
Wait. Oh yeah.
Q&A also.
Go to audio. What's in the audio settings? I think there's a noise suppression thing.
Oh, I've kept it on low.
So just keep it off. Oh, there's no.
There's no off. Low is the best.
Check which mic it's using. Is it using the camera's mic or the laptop's mic?
Laptop's mic.
So, but the laptop is facing this way, right? How will it come to the?
Huh?
You already put that?
What?
No, that patching that you.
It is. They already have it.
So can you change the mic input to the camera's mic?
Camera's mic is not so great.
So, but at least it's facing that side, right?
No, it will not be good, man.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
I'm very sure of it. We tried all
So
that.
can we get another mic then? Because our students won't really be projecting as much as
Audio
music
quality
students. Oh,
Thank you, parents and students. Welcome to the final extravaganza here at NEEM. Welcome to Spotlight 2022.
Good afternoon, dear parents, teachers, and fellow students. My name is Sunav.
My name is Sahan.
Welcome to the grand finale for the art extravaganza, the theatre performances.
Of nature within music and meaning for a theatre artist, creative. So the same question we had in the beginning.
Some of you remember a sort of punishment for not being useful during the preparation of the theatre production was being cast as a tree. The role would just be to stand in the back. This was the initial connection that we made of nature and theatre. From this time, our ideas have evolved drastically.
Our interpretations of theatre and nature vary. In the beginning of the unit, we researched eco theatre, which is essentially the then on, our performances have evolved.
Now looking back, we realize, since exploring the statement of inquiry, we have realized that theatre is a multi-sensory art form and that it incorporates sounds, visuals, and performance. This also showed us how we're exposed to so many options.
Is that our interpretations of nature have been more focused on whether or not nature is objectively beautiful. By choosing the art form that most stood out to us and also exploring and experimenting with art forms.
Before we move on to our performances, please remember to fill in the feedback form. Also be handing out printed QR codes, I believe. Please, please scan them, please scan them as they'll be projected, and you'll have the printout as well. This will take you to the feedback form for each student, and it will be immensely helpful in the last section of our inquiry. Now, on to Amulya and Pratyush, who will be.
Everyone, my name is Amulya.
And my name is Pratyush. We will be introducing the performers today.
Before we ask that you please turn your phones off or put them on. So the first performer today is Pratyush. We all know about climate change. Actually, I think he can talk.
The main premise is that we all know about climate change, but we only listen to serious social impacts such as climate change when someone important or well known talks about it. So my inquiry is all about whether it's the message or just the voice that we hear. Do we really take action because we care about what's happening or what the social cause is, or do we just take action because they do?
Following message is an announcement from the President of the United States.
Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to tell you the story from my childhood. Was a child, and I loved looking at the wonderful flowers every day. And I would climb tall trees and create homes for animals. But I'm very disappointed to tell you that the nature I once loved, there's no more progress. Because society is led to this, killing nature. Look at these buildings. Look at these roads. We are destroying the lives of these animals. Take a look at this animal and watch what we do to millions like it every day. I mean, you know, promise that you will help save these friends from mine. I need you to promise that you will help us save nature.
For your attention, you may now resume with your daily activities.
Comments. This is Ratish's feedback form, and you can scan the QR code and go ahead and fill out the form.
Alright, everybody. I hope you had enough time to fill out the forms. Our next performer is Suhani, and we would like to call her on stage to talk about her performance.
Hi everyone, my name is Sahan. I've chosen to do a documentary theatre piece. Now I'm sure all of us are. I assure you, documentary theatre is no. There's a lot of forms of documentary theatre, and the ones that I have chosen to. Entire script has been taken from a real person's world. Isn't it? To give you a short description, my piece revolves around the impacts of the tsunami that occurred in 2004. Through this performance, I aim to portray human relationship with nature. Have with nature. My interpretations of beauty element has inspired this piece. Only with the water, with the tide guys, everybody back on the boats. The water had receded rapidly from the shore. We were so lucky that we managed to get back onto the boat. 400 meters away from the coast. Not until about 30 minutes later, when the Thai guys got a phone call from a few of their friends back in the program that the place has it. It was that. It was then that the tragedy became apparent. Sailing in a super flood reef, it was such a horrible sight. So everybody has just expected the worst to happen. I decided not to call anybody else. Why worry everybody for no reason? Devastated by the waves. If it hadn't been for the wonderful generosity, it would have been unbearable. Finally, in the morning, as the sun rose, the big boat came, the ferry, it finally took us back to forget. The entire ride there, we were looking at float. After around 5 hours of waiting, we boarded an army flight back to Bangkok. That's right, all of us. After another round of 12 hours of waiting at the airport, we lost all of our possessions, but we didn't care. I'm thinking, why did it have to be us? What if we hadn't woken up that morning? Why did it have nobody else who had to die? Why only us survive? It was then that we realized that we were on our ride to walk on the beach. Again, this is the QR code for the feedback form. The next performer today is Suna. His piece is a captivating depiction about how something as small as a flower can have such a significant meaning. Before his performance, he'd like to talk about his artistic intention.
Hi. My performance is a realism piece, which means it aims to suspend disbelief. It tries to create an environment with an authentic character and setting. So it's about a flower called the poppy, which is a beautiful flower, and you'll find out its significance soon enough. How was school today? Well, what did you learn about the history? Nothing much written, eh? That's a shame. I was your age. I used to love reading about the English language. You should read about. Never mind that, eh? Let me show you the wonders of this garden. The lily, for example. Now the marble. What is it? It's a poppy. She still holds. Okay, I'll tell you a story. Sit down. In 1914, a bunch of young English lads were taken to fight on the French fields against German soldiers. For 20 years they fought. They threw grenades, shot bullets, 7.8 millimeter bullets to be exact. What find safety? Each shell and bullet that dropped, one of these would go out to the ground. Darkness of times, bombing found a way from their heart. They were surrounded by mud, blood, rats. We reminded them that they were fighting for their loved ones in the English language. Until the day it all ended. 25th December 1914, Christmas Day. They battled it out in a game of football. That's right, football. How do I know so much? Well, out of those young English lads, I was fighting with our grandma for the let me remind you of what you are fighting for. The right one.
Comments. Can please take a few moments to fill the feedback form? It's my performance, so I look so nervous. A piece can't actually be defined by a style in theatre. It draws to multiple style. It draws conventions to multiple styles in theatre, and one major influence on my performance is fairy tales. Was inspired by the possibilities of what our generation. I aim to show you my perspective. I request that during my performance, you try to focus on my depiction or my portrayal of a very concerned parent, concerned mother. Hope you enjoy it. had initially decided to false around. But when I was faced with a scare, it's exactly so I did that. Me and my friends to roam around. The QR code for the feedback form. These feedback forms are very important because they are part of our reflection process, which is the last bit of our inquiry. If there's a problem with the permission, we have printed out the QR codes for later, so we'll hand them out. Our next performer is Ishan. His performance is a change of pace. Ishan has explored this unit through Aboriginal.
Children of man have not come for any mere inquiry. Food. No, today you have come to witness the perfect world of man being created in a ritual. Years we have yearned, and finally we have a way. But for that, I need 4 children of man to stand up. Come. You there. Come forth, O lucky one. You there. Come forth. You there. Come forth. And you, my son, come forth. I see we laugh today and joy together. Oh, my children. Come here. Come together. Yeah. Take these leaves. Take them. Now sit there. Facing here. Come here. Take it slowly. You there. Come here. Climb to the leader's heart. Lastly, you. Yes, come here. Come here, my son. Take the straight iron. Thank you, my dear sir, for treating it so holy. But sit here. Now, let us begin. Before we commence this most holiest of rituals, we have to absorb the space around us. Stand up. Maybe hold your elements in one hand. Inhale. Spread your arms wide. Truly absorb the space. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Down. Up. Up. Again. Follow me on my cue. Out. Round. 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 Leaves. Now move your hand in the free hand. Feel the body. Step back, my children. Tired, the rock, officer. I'm sorry. It's fine. It's fine. And witness the word of man.
Quite interesting feedback form. You can take a minute. You can take a minute to fill out his feedback form now. Okay, well, our last performer for today is Sia. As parents of 10th graders, I'm sure you're all familiar with college applications. We're also heavily involved in these processes. Her performance her performance involves metaphors, and Sia especially took inspiration from her. Sit back and let her answer your questions.
Oh, hi! Oh, you're here! Oh my god, thank you! Please come on up. I'm so excited to be interviewed by a Forbes reporter. Oh my god, please have a seat. Please don't mind the spot. I know it's dying, but please don't. It really started when I was walking in the grocery store and I saw so many vegetables being taken away by workers and they were being thrown away. Haven't you seen this happen? This happens very often, actually. But the connection which I made, as soon as I walked out, I saw that there was a huge line of people, homeless people, who were sleeping hungry at night with empty stomachs. Isn't that people need to eat to survive? Well, that's how the counter really started. And today we've actually helped around 4,000 people. And I would love to tell you more about how I want to make this initiative sustainable. I want to be interviewed by Forbes. Like, isn't that a huge deal? Yeah, I would love that, but I don't want to be interviewed. Patients, of course. Like, come on. You can't be 12 p.m. at night. Who picks up calls at 12 a.m.? Yet they expect me to. Like, exams and I'm initiated. Come on. Actually, a Venus flytrap. is actually the same plant which is in the other room, but it's rotting, whereas this plant is blooming. Why is that so? I can only think it's probably because it's suppressing its true nature, right? Because this plant is even in the negative environment where social initiatives, it's still dying. Is it because it's I'm so sorry to keep you just for this initiative and make it for longer.
That was the last performance for today. We request that us feedback form, and then I'll be handing over the mic to Sia and Nishan to close the event. There's a problem because it's blocking it, but we'll be separated copy. So yeah, fine. It's working fine.
Don't worry if you can't scan the feedback form now. We will be distributing it to you guys later on. Okay? Not holding you at gunpoint to fill them out now. Okay? As we near the end of our spotlight, we'd like to ask you to close your eyes for a few moments and think of a time when you're away from anything noisy. Just a quiet place where you can picture trees. Imagine a luscious green around you. The green and yellow leaves falling and glinting in the sun. Picture flowers around you. Red, yellow, blue. A dazzling rainbow on the ground. Its sweet smell reaching you, calming you down. Now imagine a stream, and you can hear it. Feel the cool, cool water moving through your fingers. Open your eyes. The performances you have just witnessed have come from moments like these, which we thought at the beginning of the year.
Well, our inquiry into this unit was actually meant to explore how nature inspired creative expression amongst each of us. And you've seen these creative expressions on a canvas, through an auditory board, and now through a visual and an auditory board. Well, as you return home, please look out the window and notice the beautiful and the grotesque things of nature. For this performance, we would also like to thank Ms. Chitsa, Karan sir, Neil sir, Ms. Nisha, Ms. Aisha, and Vineet sir. Thank you so much. Without whom this spotlight couldn't be a reality. And we are also immensely grateful to our lights and sound department, Srijit sir, Malina sir, Gurumurthy sir, who ensured the smooth performances. But we would also like to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight and being the wonderful audience.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and coming here. Please join us downstairs in the cafeteria for some